FRS. This is Raphael. He's gonna teach me how to drive. Can I flip the camera around? No? Whatever. He'll teach me how to drive stick shift, and or if you like the word manual. But yeah, so we will begin now.
Okay, basically what you want to start off with, usually this will be your point of start. Some people like to leave the car on, or when they turn the car off, they like to leave it in first gear. That's just personal preference. You can leave it in neutral with the parking brake pressed. What you're going to want to do to start with, if the parking brake is up, pull it right down. If you're on a slope, obviously keep your foot on the foot brake, otherwise the car will roll down. But start off nice, easy launch. Just want to press it. Some cars have a release. The FRS does. You just press this up to go into reverse, but to make it easier to go into first, just press it off to the side, press it up, right into first as according to that. Then you're gonna want to go right foot on your clutch, or right foot on the gas, left foot on the clutch, and you're slowly gonna press on the gas while your left foot is slowly releasing on the clutch. There's gonna be a certain release point where if you hit it, you're gonna start speeding up more and more. The more you release, the more you press on the gas. But if you just stay at that release point, you're gonna know when you're at it, because the car won't go any faster, but the engine will start revving louder and louder like it does right now. But if I release that, it just goes faster. Then shifting to second, third, fourth should be simpler, because all you really need to do is take your foot off the gas, press on the clutch, and shift into whatever gear you want. Every car is going to be different when it comes to switching into gears, but this car is relatively straightforward. It's more about a feel base, so hopefully Cody can get a good feel for that while we're out here trying to teach him.
But I assume that this is also a helpful indication of where the gears are.
Yes. It does realistically point out where the gears are supposed to be, but even when I was learning to drive in this car, sometimes I was like, okay, let's put it in a fifth, and turns out I'm in third. You know, it's weird things about the car, but it's not too hard. Just gotta adapt.
Turn on car. Parking brake first, and then slowly.
Okay, see, that was a bit jerky. What you want to do is smoother transitions, and you see when you switched into second, how the car jerked yet again.
Yeah.
That means you're leaving your foot on the clutch too long after releasing it.
Oh, okay.
So if you're pressing on the gas after or before releasing it completely, the car will basically pull back on you, because the clutch is going to get stuck while you're accelerating.
I think it's partially because my foot
Could be
too close, so I can barely get it off. So let's try that again. Ooh.
And another good method when you're turning, so you don't get that kind of like the car is slowing down, that hum. What you want to do is you want to downshift into a lower gear.
Okay.
So since you were in third during that turn, potentially turning into, or turning with a second gear would be more satisfying, I guess, or better for the car even. Okay, coming to full stop.
First. Okay.
All right, so remember, you're gonna try to find that that release point real quick, just while we're stopped. Basically,
Okay, right there.
don't press on the gas at all. Just release the clutch. You're gonna start feeling the engine like sputter.
Yeah.
And the car is gonna slowly start to roll. We're not on an incline, so it won't. But if we were, it would. So
right there is the release.
Right there is the release point.
And
See?
So at that point.
At that point is where you want to be
pushing
on the gas, and you'll start picking it up, but you got to be pressing on it enough so that the engine's going to kickstart it to move forward.
Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1.
So basically, what I think you're doing is, even though you're releasing your foot on the clutch into second,
I'm still not pushing fast enough?
No, that's not it. You're, I think you're still lightly pressing on the clutch. Because if you're pressing on the clutch down hard enough, the jerk wouldn't happen. What would happen is you just hear the engine rev. But if you're just slightly pressing on it, that's when the sputter happens.
Okay. Let's figure this out. So I am in first.
You are in first.
Alright. So, let's say... Oh, and then there's our stall. Okay.
There's our second one. You just got to be pressing on the gas more, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh! My bad, Igor. Okay. Let's stop right there. So my issue, I think what I can tell is I'm not either push too hard on gas or not too little.
Try go very slowly, very slowly. It's not like an automatic car where you can just like press it down and it'll go. There you go. That was basically perfect.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
exactly what you want to do. There you go.
Hey.
There we go.
There we go.
From 2 stalls to a tire screech to a perfect takeoff.
Woo!
That's what we want. And then a stall.
All right. Well, that was pretty cool. I think if I was to get a manual car, I would have to practice like on a back road. I think probably for a month straight to like just get a handle of it. Because as for you started learning right when you were like
I was 15.
that's 15.
Yeah.
So that's
So for me, yeah, my parents did not let me touch an automatic car for the first 8 months. I had my learner's permit. I was just driving a manual car for the first 8 months, and then they're like, okay, now that you are practiced, you know what you're doing, now we'll let you handle an automatic.
That's cool. Man, I envy you. Like, this is a pretty good skill because everywhere in like Europe and everything, it's like manual. So I think you're ahead of the game. But thank you for teaching me.
No problem,
It's been a fun ride, and so thank you.